Well, welcome everyone. I'm Jacqui. I'm the founder of Heart Place Hospital, and I'm introducing you to this Lions Gates portal at the Angelic Reiki Power Hour with Jessica Dawson and presented by Heart Place Hospital. We are a registered charity devoted to whole person healing, community wellbeing, and supporting those who care for others. So I'm really honoured to welcome you into this sacred space today, and you're arriving at a powerful moment in time, the Lions Gate portal, which was quite coincidental, wasn't it, Jess? Jess? A cosmic alignment between the earth, the sun, Sirius, and opens a gateway of transformation, heart activation, and deep soul remembrance. So it's no coincidence that you're here. Your soul brought you. This is a moment to release what no longer serves you, reconnect with the truth of who you are, and receive high frequency healing to support you to your next evolution. So we're really blessed to have one of our service providers, Jessica Dawson, who's a soul vision guide, transformational facilitator, and Angelic Reiki Master Teacher. And with grace and spiritual clarity, Jessica will lead us through a 60-minute Angelic Reiki group healing session to help restore, awaken, and realign our energy with our soul's divine blueprint. And this gathering is not just only for your personal healing, it also contributes to the collective. So all proceeds from today's session supports Heart Place Hospital's mission to provide frontline, whole person, heart-led care here in New Zealand. Your presence here creates a ripples of healing far beyond this hour. So take a moment, breathe into your heart, and prepare to receive exactly what your soul most needs today. You are safe, you are seen, and you are so loved. And if you feel called to go deeper, Jessica is doing her Angelic Reiki level 1 and 2 here at Heart Place Hospital in Mangawhai, September the 26th to the 28th, a transformational weekend immersion into the sacred modality. So thank you, Jessica.
Yeah, thank you, Jacqui, and thank you so much for holding this space. It's an honor to be here, and like you said, to be here on the Lionsgate portal, which happened entirely by accident. I didn't even make the connection when I said yes to that date, and it feels perfect. So thank you. And thank you, everyone, for being here as well. It's so beautiful to connect with you in this space, some faces that I know and some new faces. Thank you for being here. Welcome. And I look forward to getting to know you. So as Jacqui shared, I help spiritual leaders and spirit-led practitioners primarily to connect with their soul gifts, embody their true authentic light so that they can fulfill their soul mission here on earth and become better, more impactful leaders and facilitators. And as part of that, I have been teaching Angelic Reiki for the past 7 years. Some of you have actually done the training with me, or I know you've done it in other places. You know how powerful it is. And what I love about this modality, and you'll get the opportunity, obviously, to experience that a bit later on for those of you who it's new to, is that it's based in unconditional love, and it's through that frequency that we are able to bond with and merge with our most authentic self. And I mean the soul gifts, the wisdom, the truth, the unconditional love and connection that you hold within you and that you're here to bring as a powerful contributor to this really important point of change that we're all in here at this time on earth, not just at the moment during the Lionsgate portal, but during this entire evolutionary arc and upgrade that we're in at the moment as a humanity. So today we're going to be experiencing a group healing with the angels, where you will connect with or be guided to connect with a specific angel according to your personal intention for change. Before I do that, I just want to open the space to kind of just explore a little bit about, what might be here for you today personally, for you to look inward about what it might be that you're looking to call through on a soul level. And to kind of frame that, I do want to speak briefly into the Lion's Gate and the courage and the Leo season that we're in astrologically, which is, many of you may know, is all about the heart. That courage, that ability to open and connect. And specifically what was coming through for me was I was wandering on the beach this morning, just in between big pockets of rain up here, was this invitation for us to really feel into, because the heart is this point of connection, right? It connects us, earth and sky, with our bodies and with each other on the horizontal plane. And so the invitation at this time, as we have such a potent opportunity to open our heart to more connections, is to look at really what is available to us, what is there for you, just waiting outside your field in your life to really be able to come in and manifest and connect with you in a real physical way. And when I'm talking about connections, and relationships, I'm talking about people, connections. Synchronicities are a form of connection, as well as, different events weave in and out of our life, connection with the unseen, connection with the earth, and also with opportunities that may be just waiting for you in the sidelines for you to open your heart to them and let them in. And yeah, so I'm excited to explore that with you all today. And the other piece that wants to come in through around this is that with this Leo energy that we're in, and then the Aquarian full moon, is it's that heart energy. It's our authentic, unique soul resonance that aligns us with community connections that then enable us to ripple and connect into the greater good and to contribute to the collective change. But that can only happen from us really coming into alignment with our own hearts and honoring that. So know that as you look into your own heart for what you most want and desire to receive today, you will also be looking to that collective contribution is going to come naturally as a part of that. So if you've got a pen and paper there with you, you're very welcome to grab that. I've got a couple of journal prompts coming through. If you're not a journaler, you can do this as a kind of meditation, as a kind of a, contemplation, just asking quietly within yourself. So whichever way you're going to go with that, I invite you to take a couple of moments to really drop in and feel and find your center. I'm going to ask you this question. In what ways have you been holding yourself back in relationship, or from what you most deeply desire in relationship? You just give yourself a couple more moments to jot down anything more that might be wanting to come through on that. And if you've got a number of things on your list, I invite you to just pick one of those that's really standing out for you right now, whichever's holding the most resonance, and explore, inquire into what has been the impact of that. What has been the impact of holding back in this way? As you reflect on this question, it's sometimes helpful to consider the impact on the multiple levels, physically and in your life, emotional impact, spiritual impact, maybe cognitively in the mental plane. Just think about it from a few different perspectives and see what wants to come through. your last few moments to jot down anything that's there for you. You know, we're moving quite quickly, but I want to make sure we also get into our healing today. And then ask yourself, or, you can ask your guides, your heart, to show you. And when I say show you, this is just however way that information comes to you. It doesn't necessarily have to be through an image. It could be through a feeling sense, through a thought, whatever way this comes to you. What is the belief that has been causing you to hold back in relationship in this way? So belief could be like, I'm holding on to X relationship because I don't believe there's something better out there. Or maybe like, I don't believe that people like me, so I'm afraid to reach out and make new connections in my work. That kind of thing, some sort of limiting belief. And if you feel like you want to be witnessed in your belief that's come through, you're welcome to pop it in the chat. Just bringing it to light. That's one of the powerful things about being in community, is that we're all working together, and sometimes what's coming through for you is actually really important for someone else to see, and it can resonate. Tiffany's saying, I've struggled with fear of speaking and being seen. Yeah, you're so not alone in that one, Tiffany. It's a huge one for so many of us, and I see a few other people nodding their heads. They're with you. And I would even invite you to go a little deeper, Tiffany, because you've found the fear. What is the belief within that fear? What do you think is going to happen if you are, to speak out publicly? And there's been another one come through, so we'll just check this. Belief that no, people no longer in resonance because fun is in alignment to success. Yes. Yeah, it's a big one. Yeah. Getting to have it all. Okay. Let's keep going, and just want you to really just take a moment to tune into your body. Just find in your body where it is that you hold this belief. Where is the part of you that believes this to be true? And I want you to hold space for that in the same way that you would hold space for a friend or somebody that you love, a client if you work with clients. Really hold space for that part of you that believes this. And let it know that you're here for it unconditionally. You love and accept it completely, exactly as it is. And just notice what you notice about this part of you that believes this. And then ask from your highest wisdom, what would you prefer to be true? So what is the kind of upgraded or aligned belief around this, if you were to flip that reality? Yeah, Jacqui's feeling her belief in the womb. Melissa's beliefs, I need to be okay alone first. I need to be perfect. Yes. can really resonate with those, especially with the need to be perfect. I think a lot of us navigate that one. Thank you for sharing. And then that new belief, that new wisdom that comes through, the higher wisdom here. Find where in your body that you know this wisdom, this new belief to be true. And it can even just be like a tiny little corner, right? So the whole body doesn't have to believe it. You might feel it just a little pinprick in your shoulder or, a fingernail. Notice where in your body do you believe this or know this to be true. And give yourself some time and space with that. I see a couple of smiles around the room, so some shifting happening. Okay. So one of the things that Angelic Reiki really supports us to do is to find a connection with ourselves through that unconditional love vibration and to find connection with our true selves, our guides, those beings that love us unconditionally. And through that connection to self, our gifts, our unique truth, then doors start to open in our lives, right? So there's, synchronicities can occur, as I said, new opportunities to learn about yourself, go deeper with yourself, to learn new modalities, to feel like you're more connected to a greater whole, that you're a part of something, that you belong, to make those heart-centered and heartfelt connections, whether that be intimate relationships, in community, with friends. All of these sort of things, they start to really open up to us when we connect with ourselves in this way, through the frequency of unconditional love. And we also have the courage more so to follow through on those steps that are being asked of us from our heart or called from our heart. So that's just some of the things that can happen. We'll be more connected to our guidance as well, actually. That's just coming through, feeling more clear and grounded and connected to exactly what it is we need to do next without worrying so much about all the distractions or the things that are happening in the future. We can really know now what is true and important for us in this moment, and that really simplifies life. So there are just some of the things that are possible when you become more deeply connected to yourself, to your guides, to your heart, and to your truth on a soul level. And a lot of this can happen through Angelic Reiki as one vehicle for doing that. So based on everything that I have shared, everything that's been shared in the chat, and that you've uncovered for yourself today through this exploration, I want you to ask yourself, what is your intention for today's healing? What is it that you would most like to receive? And when you formulate this intention, let it come in a really powerful, positive statement, like how you want things to be. Not so much what you're going to release or let go of, but what's going to be there for you when you do release and let go. What will be available for you? And as you find your intention, give yourself a couple of moments to breathe with it. You might want to hold your heart. Just really let yourself have that desire. Let yourself have that heartfelt intent. Let it be yours. You own it. You wouldn't want it if it wasn't meant for you. Okay. So we're going to take that intention into the energy healing today. I know many of you have received, those of you that I do know, you've received energy healing in some form or another. For those who haven't, or anyone maybe watching the replay that hasn't, I just, when I'll just give you a little bit of an overview of what you might experience. So sometimes we can experience hot or cold, tingling sensations, buzzing sensations in the body. You might feel peaceful and relaxed. You might feel emotional. You might have anger or sadness, or confusion come up. All of this is part of it. You might have like a little recurring thought that comes through. Just allow whatever is happening to happen. And it's all part of the energy that's shifting and clearing and opening up for you. And just be with your breath. Some of you might find that you sort of completely drift away, and that's fine. Just let it be whatever it needs to be for you, knowing that it will be perfect. Are there any, normally I would love to open up for shares, but because we're so limited for time, we're not going to be able to do that. Might be able to get to do a little bit after we close the healing. But before I do jump in, well, before we do jump in, is there any questions that anybody has got? Okay. So you don't need to do anything. That is the beautiful thing about Angelic Reiki. It is really about letting go and just being. Allow yourself to receive. There's nothing you need to do. I will hold the space. The angels will hold the space. And what was going to come through on that? Yeah. So angels will hold the space. Completely forgotten, but I will also share, actually, for those of you that are new to me, sometimes, not always, but sometimes when we're bringing through energy like this, I have strange language called light language come out of my mouth. Some of you will be familiar with it. Some of you, it might be new, but it sounds sort of like a strange foreign language. If that happens, which it may or may not, just allow that to wash over you. It's simply, it's like a frequency translated into sound, and all you need to do is be like a sponge and let the energy do the work and receive. Okay. The other thing I was going to say before is you can follow along with my guidance if that's helpful for you. If that's not helpful for you, just let it go and let it float over you. Okay. So wherever you are, make yourself comfortable. You could lean back in your seat. You might like to close down your eyes. So whatever feels right for you. Just start to find your still, quiet center. Taking a couple deeper breaths to let go of anything that doesn't need to be here at this time. We dedicate this space to the highest healing possible. For yourself and for all those to whom we are connected at this time. We declare that this healing will be absolutely perfect, exactly as it needs to be. All will unfold perfectly. And gently allow the violet flame to come down through your field, just to cleanse and wash away anything that doesn't need to be here for this space. Just feel yourself drop a little deeper into your body, into your heart, affirming that you are open to receive anything and everything that is here for you to receive today for the highest. And that this healing will be completely overlaid by your higher self and the highest good. And we ask our higher selves to please merge as we open our energy to the group energy, creating a collective portal of light. We dedicate, as I said before, this space to the highest healing for all. And now call in the most so the guides are creating like, looks like a sort of toroidal field for anybody who's familiar with that. It's like a energy field that sort of oscillates around our bodies, circulates energy, but it's like creating at the moment a collective toroidal field in golden, beautiful. collective toroidal field, because we're doing this work, they're saying, on behalf of the collective today. Very much this work will have a ripple effect out into the field. So just allow yourself to receive this energy that's coming through now. And this is priming us. And from your heart, send out a call for the most perfect healing angel to come and merge its energy with you. You may notice this angel arrive. You may notice the color or a slightly different feel in your energy field or your body. You might notice nothing at all. Just become familiar with this energy that is working with you at the moment. You could ask this angel or guide what its name is. And why it's come to work with you today. You don't need to get answers to these questions. They're just prompts in case they do bring something through for you personally. So a lot of energy pouring in through like a cosmic gateway above us, connecting us to our cosmic and galactic roots. So this is another one of the sort of connections that can open up through this work, through this modality. Our connection to other planets, galaxies, places beyond this earth, including soul memories of lifetimes and other places and planets. So allow this energy to pour forth for you now, while your angel is also working with you. And there's a beautiful energy of the earth coming through this field now as well. She's in gratitude for our gathering here today. And it's an invitation as well to see if you can you actually feel that you're a part of that? You're part of this co-creation, this change. And allow yourself to be held in her field. As she changes, we change. As we change, she changes. And if you have any uncomfortable sensations that might come up, that's really normal. Just allow yourself to softly be present with that without trying to change anything. The message as well coming through. Can you surrender and let it happen? Let it be taken care of for you. There is nothing you need to do but be. Some of you, they're saying, trying to do too much. Let yourself go and be. Okay, so this is a message for the field, may resonate with some of you and not others. It's like for some of us, we had to do a lot as a child, like more than we kind of were meant to as children. Maybe our family had busy lives, or there were, challenges within the family unit, and we learned to do more than to be more. So allowing yourself to let go of any patterns like that we've taken forward into our adulthood. Because we are meant to play on earth. It's part of that Leo energy, is a really light heart energy, joyful, fun. Because that is the frequency that connects us with our higher self and our truth. So that is the energy that will lift you up. And playful, childlike energy. And then we will open the gateway to those connections and those people and those opportunities that we're calling in. Because remember, as children, those moments where you just were connected. You weren't thinking about what was coming next or what had been, or worrying about any of those to-do lists. You were just fun and at peace. There may have been just a few of these moments. There may be many of these moments. That child knows how to just be and connect with the all, with the fairies, with the earth, with the planet, with each other. Some strong solar energy now coming through, and then maybe just pre-warning you, maybe a strong sound that comes out of my mouth. We'll see. So what they're actually inviting us to, and I'm not sure if I'm going to let this out myself, but they're inviting us and all of you just to know that you're actually on mute, or if you're watching this at home, no one's going to be able to hear, but they're actually inviting you to come through and roar from between your heart and your solar plexus. This beautiful big golden disc that's come in there, this heart disc. And so if you want to, you can really go into that solar plexus, but deeper there, and let out a sound, a roar, your light, your heart light. Your power. Don't hold back on this light, they're saying. This light is your, I'm going to say this. Oh, this light is your way of really holding your sovereign frequency, and emitting it is not a strong enough word, and really propelling it out into the world and out into your orbit. And this energy, let it come through, is really what will open that heart space for you. and bring through that resonance. The resonance, yes, the resonance, it is what is going to draw your people to you. This is what is going to draw your connections, your heart path to you. Oh, beautiful work, everybody. Really felt that in the field. Yeah. Yeah. It's really opening that gateway. Again, something that we probably did as kids, we didn't worry about running around the house like running down the hallway or something like that. But somewhere along the way, we forgot that. Became like not really a social norm anymore. All right, so let's see what else is here for us. Okay, we're just going to integrate this for a little bit. And know through all of this, your personal or personalized angel is still working with you uniquely. What I'm talking into is what's happening in the collective field, and you're having your own unique connection with that perfect angel for you. Just got a few more minutes, and we'll ask the guides to bring through anything that is remaining for us all here today. The energy moves really quickly when we're working as a group. So tune in with yourself and ask, what is here for me to see today? And ask your guide or your angel to show you, what is it that you need to see? Maybe it's something you need to hear. So let that come through and land for you. Sometimes we don't like what they want to show us either, so be really open to hear or see what that is. And if there's something like you're being guided to, a sort of action or a connection or something you're being guided to, feel into yourself how committed you feel with that and whether you're really ready to receive that in your wholeness. Just play with that commitment and that devotion. And what it might take to truly step onto that heart path. Okay, a final piece here before we close up the healing. Ask your angel, what message do they have for you? And let that message into your heart. You might want to write it down if you're a journaler. Just let yourself receive the truth of that message, however it comes. And take a few more breaths with what's here. And we'll ask the guides to please anchor this healing into the here and now, into this incarnation, into this human lifetime across all time, space, and dimensions, to release anything that is no longer needed, any cords, spirits, entities, ties, attachments, releasing from the grids now. And as you set yourself free, you set all others free. So send thanks to your angel for the gifts that have been received today, as well as to the energies that were working with us in the collective field. Thank you for what's come through. And we ask the angel to slowly release from the healing. Ask the guides that have been working with and holding the collective space to gently release that. And we'll ask our higher selves to slowly disconnect from their combined connection. It's really bringing your energy back into yourself. Dedicate any excess energy to the earth to be used as is needed for the highest at this time for all. So feel your energy now just coming back into you. If it's helpful to place a hand on you, on your heart, on your belly, or sort of just, hug yourself in some way, just really feel yourself going back into your individual essence. Okay. Beautiful. I invite you to make any notes on what might have come through for you today. And I'd love to open the space to hear from, one or two of you about what was standing out for you there, what felt important. Is there anything that wants to come through? I invite you to just take yourself off mute. Yeah, Michelle.
Hi, Jessica. Thank you so much for that. That was so beautiful. That Archangel Shamiel came in for me. It was really interesting, and was that inner knowing that my offerings are sacred and carry weight and worthiness, and to sort of really be grounded in this. So it was really a beautiful, beautiful message. And then at the end, I got to connect in with more with the earth's frequency, to play more with plants, specifically edible plants. So, yeah, beautiful message. Thank you so much. That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Really love this.
Well, welcome, and I'm so glad that came through for you. I love the plant piece, and I could really feel the energy in your offerings carrying weight and having worthiness. So, yay. Thank you. Anyone else like to share?
I can.
Yeah.
I am at Archangel Gabriel, and my intention was peace, joy, space, and freedom. And I got given peace in a white light and this beautiful release. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you. It was lovely. It's very like just very peaceful.
Yeah. I'm so glad. And I got chills as you were talking about the white light coming through. It feels potent. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. We've got time for one more person to share if anyone feels called.
Share.
Yeah, Martha.
Yeah. At the end, thanking this angel, I felt like just such joy, and we were like kissing and hugging each other. It was just such joy and love and merging, and that was so beautiful at the end. And yeah, the message that came through was like a blowing into my ears from the angel, and it was like open and received through my ears and through my third eye, and then feeling it going through my body. And then
the message was, "It is here," and then a feeling of connecting and merging with my beloved.
I love that for you. Yeah, so beautiful. And it so relates to your intention, right? That you need to be alone. Well, what you were working through of needing to be alone first, it's like, no, it's now, it's here. So I love that. Nothing that needs to happen first. So thank you so much, everyone, for co-creating that space, because I don't know if you noticed, but really when we gather together in group like this, things happen very rapidly and very quickly, and it's easier. It's because we're just not meant to do it alone. We're meant to gather together. And I would say that is one of the biggest shifts that's happened for me and for many of the people that I've worked with over the years when we start connecting with the angels is there is always someone that you can call on in any moment. Whether there is a physical person around you or not, you have got and you know how to access and connect with your guide team, whether they be angels or any other kind of non-physical being, and whether you know who they are with a name or not, it really does open that connection to know that you're not doing this alone and to be able to call on more divine and unseen support to support you in your life and, you know, in your work if you are a practitioner of any kind. There's a lot that can come from that connection. For those that are interested in going deeper, some of you might have been like, you know, what I received here today is absolutely perfect, and that's enough for me, and that's great. And then others of you might be feeling like, oh, a little bit of a pull. There might be something in here for you. There might be a curiosity that's going on. There's a couple of ways that you can go deeper in your connection with the angels. And before I actually go into that, I'm just going to share, because it's sort of coming through quite strongly, is with Angelic Reiki, although the name refers to angels, we really really connect with a wide range of beings. It's really can be any non-physical energy. But that's coming from an angelic frequency, you know, a benevolent, unconditionally loving source. So sometimes that is archangels as we know them and, you know, see the pictures of the angels' painted wings, but sometimes it might be connecting with the essence of a flower or, you know, some sort of galactic energy, some star energy. You know, we had beautiful lion energy coming through in space today. So it's not just limited to angels. We start there, and then once that basic connection is down pat, anything's possible, right? Because we're all connected with anything and everyone. And this helps us to integrate all of those frequencies into ourselves as a oneness. So if you are feeling called or you're interested to go deeper with this, as Jacqui mentioned at the beginning, we have a weekend training coming up in Mangawhai at Heart Place Hospital at the end of September, 26th to the 28th of September. We are half sold already. So if you are interested in coming along and learning the basic Angelic Reiki healing method as well as variations on it. So we cover galactic healing, working with the Ascended Masters. We cover past life healing. And don't worry, you don't need to know anything about that. You don't need to be psychic or clairvoyant or anything like that in order to be able to get something from that and benefit from this. We cover third eye healing. So there's a lot of healing with animals, distant healing, self-healing, all of these things. So you have a real plethora in your toolkit once you've done the level 1 and 2 training. And not only do you have these practical tools that you will shift, you will not be the same. Your life will change because you will have that opportunity to go through an incredible healing transformation and a healing portal for yourself through that weekend, by being in energy healing exchanges, receiving attunements that will permanently shift your vibration and make it easier for you to operate in this heart-centered space, in the space of joy and abundance, peace and connection on a more consistent basis. So life gets a lot easier, right, with this connection. So that is available to you. feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. I'll drop a link where you can find some more information into the chat there, and Jacqui is going to send out that information in an email afterwards, where you'll get the recording of this as well. The other way that you can go deeper with Angelic Reiki is you can come and have a one-on-one healing with me as well. Those are all online, so from wherever you are in the country or in the world. Jacqui, would you put that, if I send that to you, will you be able to put that link into the email follow-up? Yeah, great. And you can do that as a one-off session, or you can do that as a series of 3, depending on how deep you want to go. And we will work on specific intentions for you. You will have my focus and energy on you for the whole time, and you'll also have the energy of the angels all working to support you to create whatever it is that you're wanting to create and bring through for yourself at the moment. So I just want to take a pause there. We're doing so well for time. I'm really pleased about that, I have to say. I guess sometimes it can squish, but I want to take a pause there and just see if there are any questions before we do a final piece to wrap up. Cool. So for yourself over the next couple of days, and remembering that the moon is just about to get full, so that stirs things up. We're on the Lion's Gate. We've had this healing today. Be really gentle and kind with yourself. You may find that there are emotions that stir up over the next couple of days. So understand this is likely connected to the changes that you're going through, and take yourself out in nature, have a warm bath, get into the ocean. Might be a bit cold if you're in New Zealand at this time of year, but I have been known for a midwinter dip actually. Drink plenty of water. So just give yourself time to rest and to be. And that's really for about 3 days, but it may go a little bit longer because we're on that Lion's Gate portal and the full moon at this time. You might notice the ripple effects a little bit longer. Just want to check my notes to make sure there's nothing that I missed. I think that's it. So before you go, just take a moment to pause and ask yourself, what are you taking for yourself from this session today? What's feeling important for you? You can write this down or just simply hold it and you feel, really acknowledge what's there. And I'd love to hear from 1 or 2 people before we close. What are you taking from today? What's feeling important? Lydia.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm not like many of you guys. I don't see things. I don't really feel. But at the end, now, I see myself like tall, smiley, and light. That's, yeah.
I'm really glad that you're bringing this forward, Lydia, because I sort of wanted to say something about this earlier. You're not alone. Sometimes, there's this spiritual world and all these people see these things and know these things and feel these things. And if we're not experiencing that, then we can feel isolated or alienated or and I'm not saying that's necessarily what you're feeling, Lydia, but, just for anybody that's listening, there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't make you any more or less spiritual than anyone else. We are all spiritual beings. And that happy, joyful self that you feel, that is the spiritual essence that you're talking about there. And that is, for me, that is the most important thing. It really doesn't matter about all these other things. Sometimes they're a little bit helpful. They might have a meaning for us in some context or some way, but really this is work that's available for everyone. And you don't have to have any special gifts or any special talents or even, maybe we'll know what they are yet in order for this to benefit you or for you to be spiritual, whether you choose you want to do angelic Reiki or not, right? This is inherent for all of us. So thank you, Lydia, for bringing that forward. I really appreciate the opportunity to share that wider message. And I'm so glad that you're feeling, tall and joyful and happy. Feel that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Tiffany's saying she has released something heavy from childhood. I'm so glad. Lynn is saying the need to let go and be able to receive. Sarah's had clarity. It's one thing I don't actually have to do. Jenny, message that came through when you asked that question, the fear has gone. Great. I love it. Woo.
Mhm.
And Michelle, allowing yourself to be taken care of and held. Yes. And such an important message generally for all of us as well, especially if you're in a caring profession or, some sort of helping profession, as many of you will be. So important that we let ourselves be held, because otherwise we can't hold others to the full ability that we have available to us. Okay. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming along. And Jacqui, thank you for holding the space and, creating the space for these connections to happen. It's really beautiful work that you're doing.
You're welcome. Thanks, Jessica, and thanks, everyone. And I will send out an email with the recording so you can watch this again, and those who are watching on record as well. And just a big thank you for supporting Heart Place Hospital, because when you support yourself, you're also supporting others, which is so important when we're in these caring roles. So that's New Zealand charity Heart Place Hospital. So you're welcome to follow us on social media, or I have joined you up to our newsletter for upcoming events. We have other power hours like this and other events in person all around the country.
Thank you so much, everyone, for co-creating and being here today. And if I can jump in really quickly, I just want to acknowledge Yvonne's message in the chat about connecting to Venus during that, which is so beautiful and so important. Thank you.